guys, welcome back to the channel. I've gotten a couple of questions about the 2020 4Runner TRD Pro, which is what I own. And some people have been asking, how do I like the navigation system? What's the screen like? How's the infotainment system? I gotta be honest, I came from a 2016 TRD Pro that obviously I drove since 2016, so I had a lot of experience with it. And I did not dislike the 2016 at all. That would be incorrect if I were to say that. But I didn't love it. I always thought the screen on the 2016 looked kind of like an iPhone, maybe a little bit smaller. The screen here on the 2020, I think, is totally awesome. I really like it. I'm going to put my hand here just so you guys can see. Like, it's a big screen. It's significant. And I think it's much better than the 2016. I would not want to go back to the 2016 screen. The one thing I kind of miss about the 2016 is down here on the climate control, air conditioning. I do kind of miss the big knob that used to be here in the center. Although this obviously is not bad. It's redesigned intentionally because there's dual climate control now, and it's a little different. So there, I guess, was no room for the old layout. But enough about the climate control. Just want to talk about the infotainment system here. This is the home screen. So obviously when you start your car, it takes you to this screen right here. You can customize it if you'd like, and change things around, but this is kind of how I like it. I've got the radio here, I've got the navigation system here, and I've got my phone speed dials or shortcuts right here. If you touch any one of these two, it'll take you to a larger version. So if I touch the radio, it takes me here. One thing that I don't like, and it's just a pet peeve of mine, is when I hit that and it took me to the radio screen, it stays here on radio replay, or defaults to radio replay. So you could replay songs on Sirius XM. I wish it would default to presets because I find it kind of irritating. I have to hit the radio button or the audio button, then I have to come over here and hit presets to get my presets at the bottom. For me, that's just a pet peeve. I haven't really gotten used to it. It's just like another step, and when I'm driving, sometimes it's a little hard to look at the screen here and find the right one to select. No, nothing impacts its ability to work. It's just a personal opinion of mine. But if we come back here to the home screen and you touch the navigation, it takes you to a really nice layout. Now, I will say the navigation system is a little different from the outgoing model from the 2016, 17, 18, even 19. And maybe the models before 2016. I just didn't own one, so I don't know. With the old nav, you would go to search, kind of just like here, and you would type in your state, your city, your street, and then the address. And that is what I was used to, obviously, for almost 4 years. This one is different. So you go to search, and it doesn't ask for the city, the state, or any of that stuff. It's different, and it's a little confusing, at least for me. You need to type in the whole address. So this is a business. I'm going to type in 220. I'm just typing in 220 North Barry. And let's hit search. I don't know if you can see this on the screen. And so it has pulled results from here in New York all the way to Pennsylvania. Now, obviously, the one I want is here, and that's fine. But I kind of prefer if you could narrow it down. I've had some problems with the navigation system, even trying to put my home address in, because sometimes you might try to put the address in as road, whereas it's RD, or north, whereas it's N, stuff like that. And I'm finding, like, sometimes I can't find the address, and it's just because I'm putting in a piece that is not exactly as it's programmed in the navigation system, in the computer software. So I do find it a little confusing, but there's other things about it that I think are a little bit easier. Like if I go to search here, and I want to go to REI, the outdoor store. If I just put REI and I search, let's see what comes up. So see here, it's giving me a municipal airport in California. I live in New York, so I clearly don't want that one. The second one actually is the one I would like to go to, here in Yonkers, New York. But then there's other ones on Long Island. So again, I wish there was a way that this could be a little more selective and maybe there is. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So if I am, if you guys are aware of that, please let me know. I'd be happy to get some tips and pointers if any of you guys have a 2020. But that is really my biggest complaint with the navigation system, is it's a little cumbersome, I think, to enter an address. I also noticed that when I was driving one day from New York to Connecticut, as soon as I hit the border, all of a sudden the car just announced, "Welcome to Connecticut." And I was kind of thrown off by that. But I guess the navigation tells you when you enter another state. So maybe that's good, maybe it's bad, I don't really know. Other than that, the function of the infotainment system is pretty similar. Home, obviously, is the screen you see here. Menu, this is a little different. I guess these are kind of shortcuts to things. Projection, I actually have no idea what projection is. Let's hit it and see. I guess that maybe projects from your phone to the screen here. The one good thing that I do like about this, and unfortunately I can't show you because I'm using my phone right now to film it, but it does have Apple CarPlay. And Apple CarPlay, I actually do like it. I like it a lot. When you have to plug the cable in, the lightning cable, to your phone, and when you do, this bottom piece here goes away, and it says Apple CarPlay, and you touch it, and then the whole screen basically simulates the front of your iPhone. And the interface works very well. You can make phone calls from there. It can read you text messages. You can dictate text messages. You can access your iPod library from your phone. I've read and seen some reviews online where they said it doesn't work and it's glitchy. I have not had any issues. I am a tech person myself, so I want to think I've kind of put it through its paces. But I've had no issues. It's worked pretty seamlessly for me the entire time. And I do like it. I don't use it all the time, though, because quite honestly, sometimes I find it's annoying to have to plug the cable into the phone. I do wish it was via Bluetooth. The Bluetooth on here works great. I've had no issues with the Bluetooth. All that works pretty good. So before I end the video, let's just take a quick look at the climate control system. Basically, it's just like, I guess, the Limited. I'm not sure. I didn't have a Limited. But you have 2-zone climate control here. You have auto, so if you push auto, obviously I have it set right now to 70 on both zones, and it will adjust the fan and everything as necessary to get it to 70. And everything else kind of works as expected. We've got the different zones here, so just on the upper on your feet, defroster. This is off for everything. This is the fan speed, air conditioning, recirc, rear defroster, and the mirrors, and the front defroster. And that's about it. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you want to see anything else in the 2020 reviewed, let me know. I'm happy to do it. Thank you, and please like and subscribe.